Hello student, this is Navneet and welcome to my channel E-Learning Guruji. This is another video of the series chapter number 6 from Flamingo class 12th book Poets and Pancakes. तो इसमें देखिए किस तरह की, the author of this chapter is अशोकामित्रन. अशोकामित्रन का ये चैप्टर है और ये 1931 की जो है पुरानी बातें हैं उसके ऊपर ये चैप्टर है. तो समरी क्या है इसकी? अशोकामित्रन जी एक जेमिनी स्टूडियो है चेन्नई में, साउथ में, जहाँ पे वो काम कर रहे होते हैं. वो क्या काम कर रहे होते हैं? वो जो है एक पोएट है, तमिल राइटर है और ऑथर हैं, कॉलमनिस्ट हैं. तो उनका जो जॉब है, बेसिकली द जॉब ऑफ हिज इज टू कलेक्ट डिफरेंट एंड इंटरेस्टिंग कट पीस फ्रॉम द न्यूज़पेपर एंड मेक अ फाइल ऑफ इट. एक फाइल में ये मेंटेन करके रखना है ताकि सो दैट द डायरेक्टर and other fellow members can look into it and produce a nice video that will help them to make a great movies. तो इसमें बताया गया है कि जब ये वहाँ पर जॉब करते हैं तो क्या क्या वो नोटिस करते हैं. ठीक है. सो नाउ द समरी बिगिंस. पैनकेक्स वाज द ब्रांड नेम. अब जो पैनकेक्स जो चैप्टर का नाम बताया गया है, दैट वाज अ ब्रांड नेम of a makeup material that Gemini Studio used. Gemini Studio ने जो मेकअप मटेरियल जो भी यूज किया एक्टर एक्ट्रेस पे लगाने के लिए, that the brand name of that particular material, the manufacturer of that particular material का जो ब्रांड था उसका नाम था Pancakes. तो बहुत सारा लोड्स एंड लोड्स उन्होंने रखा हुआ था and they used to put that makeup on their एक्टर एंड एक्ट्रेस. ठीक है. अब इसमें ये बता रहे हैं कि जो इसके जो जेमिनी स्टूडियो था, बहुत फेमस स्टूडियो था उस टाइम पे इंडिया का, एंड सो मेनी पीपल केम फ्रॉम आउटसाइड एज वेल. बहुत सारे पोएट्स आते थे वहाँ पे, विजिट करते थे ना. और इसके जो डायरेक्टर थे, डायरेक्टर का नाम था एस वसन. जो बॉस थे, बॉस एंड डायरेक्टर एस वसन थे. एंड देन सेकंड जो इनके जो सेकंड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव था इनके नीचे जो जिसको सब डायरेक्टर माना जाता था, उसका जो नाम था, जो सब डायरेक्टर थे, नंबर 2 भी बोला गया, नंबर 2 पे बोला गया उनको. एंड हिज नेम वाज कोथामंगलम सुब्बू. और Kothamangalam Subbu again was known because he was very, he has been in the Gemini studio for a long time. He's been very polite, very decent, intelligent. उसने बहुत सारा काम किया है इसमें स्टूडियो को आगे बढ़ाने में, वीडियोस को क्रिएट करने में, डायरेक्टर की हेल्प करने में जहाँ पे डायरेक्टर कंफ्यूज होते हैं. So that kind of work has given him the number 2 position after the director. ठीक है. And then there was an office boy. ऑफिस बॉय होता है. ऑफिस बॉय भी वहाँ पर जो है पोएट, ऑथर बनने आया है, एक्टर बनने आया है, बट he could not become one because he feels that the Subbu, the number 2 director, has not given him opportunity and he has always taken over his position, and that's why he's still serving. He's still office boy and peon. Peon मतलब जो सर्व कर रहा है, चाय कॉफी टी एंड छोटी मोटी चीज़ों का ध्यान रख रहा है. Then he complains about the Subbu to the author. जो हमारे हैं उनसे कंप्लेन करता है. क्या बोलता है उनसे बोलता कि मैं उनको ब्लेम देता हूँ. किनको? सुब्बू को, नंबर 2 डायरेक्टर को ब्लेम करता हूँ बिकॉज ही थिंक्स दैट उनकी वजह से वो ही डिड नॉट बिकम एनी आर्टिस्ट. ठीक है. एज इट इज डिस्कस्ड, इसमें क्या होता, सडनली जेमिनी स्टूडियो में, एज इट वॉज द प्रोमिनेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉर आर्ट्स एंड कॉमेडी एंड एक्टिंग, तो इसमें जो है काफ़ी सारे दूर दूर से लोग आते थे. सो जेमिनी स्टूडियो में फाइनली जो है एक फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड, देयर इज अ पोएट हु इज विजिटिंग द जेमिनी, देयर इज अ पर्सन हु इज विजिटिंग द जेमिनी स्टूडियो. अब नाउ इट वॉज बाहर से कोई आदमी आ रहा, तो जेमिनी स्टूडियो के जो सारे लोग थे, दे वर शॉक्ड बिकॉज दे वर एक्साइटेड to meet this person and they wanted to know who this person was and how famous he was. ठीक है. तो उसका जो पोएट फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड, इसको कुछ लोगों ने बोला ये पोएट है, मे बी गायक है, सो मेनी थिंग्स दे हैड थॉट, बट फाइनली दिस पर्सन वाज इन द जेमिनी स्टूडियो. जेमिनी स्टूडियो में आया और इसका जो है, इन्होंने जो है बहुत सारा जो ग्रैंड वेलकम किया. एंड जो ओनर था जेमिनी स्टूडियो का, एज आई सेड, मिस्टर वसन वाज इटसेल्फ एडिटर ऑफ तमिल वीकली. आनंद विकतन के जो है वो एडिटर थे. ओके. तो जब उन्होंने ग्रैंड वेलकम किया इसका, टॉप मैन फ्रॉम हिंदू टेकिंग इनिशिएटिव, हिंदू भी एक जो है इस टाइम पे जो है एडिटर, एक पेज निकलता था, हिंदू का न्यूज़पेपर निकलता था, उसके भी काफी सारे एडिटर लोग कलेक्ट हुए थे, एंड देन दे हैड वेलकम्ड दिस पर्सन फ्रॉम पोएट फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड. ओके, नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस नेक्स्ट. नाउ दिस पर्सन जो वहां पे आया था, फाइनली द आइडेंटिटी वाज रिवील्ड आफ्टर सो मच ऑफ मिस्ट्री भी थी उसकी. But later, and people came to know that his name was Stephen Spender. Stephen Spender जो है, and he came to there, and he has given democracy के ऊपर जो है, he has given a lecture, and it was in English language, so that most people did not understand what was the lecture all about, but they were very curious, excited to listen to him. ठीक है. And then finally there was a term used, copy of the book. The book was The God That Failed. The God That Failed was at least 6 eminent member from the poetic world. 6 लोगों ने ये लिखी है, and इसके लिए इसका नाम God That Failed लिखा गया है. ठीक है. So this was the whole summary of the chapter. Gemini Studio के ऊपर है, वहाँ पर कितना फेमस था, कौन कौन लोग आए, हमारे ऑथर क्या कर रहे थे. So we will do some question answers on this. Okay. Question number 1. What does the writer mean by fiery misery of those subjected to makeup? Okay, the question का जो answer है, now fiery misery are called by the author to those makeups and the lights, that the lights in the audition room and the lights in the acting room, which produce so much heat, and directly it was the light focus was on the actor's face, so that heat that was produced, so it was so painful for the actors to adjust and maintain their maintain their calmness in that particular time, and that is what it was called fiery misery. ठीक है, और उनको जो fiery misery कहा गया. Number 2, what is the example of national integration that the author refers to? Now the national integration means, author has said in that Gemini Studio, so many people from different culture all around India and even the world has worked and has been working. Around 600 people have been working, and they are living under one roof and eating together. So it was like a unit with a family. So they all were enjoying, and it was like nationalism, and they were promoting the unity in diversifying people culture. ठीक है, तो ये बता रहे हैं. Number 3, what work did the office boy do in the Gemini Studios? Why did he join the studios? Why was he disappointed? Now Gemini Studio, as author spoke to him, the office boy had joined the studio because he wanted to become author, he wanted to become artist and actor, but he failed to, because he thought that the Sobu, the number 2 director, he did not allow him to become one of accomplish his dream. Okay. Number 3, and that is why he was very disappointed. Next we have, why did the author appear to be doing nothing at the studios? Now author was the main job of the author was not much hard work. His job was to collect the piece of a newspaper and maintain a file of it with some new interesting facts and things that tells people about the democracy and the independence of India. ठीक है. So next we have, why was the office boy frustrated? Who did he show his anger? He showed his anger to Sobu by saying that he did not let him to become what he wanted to be, and that's why he was angry. Next, who was Subu's principal? Question number 2. Subu's principal was the boss, definitely the number 1 director, and his name was Mr. S.S. Vasan. Number 3. Subu is described as the many-sided genius. List 4 of his special qualities. Subu was genius. He was talented. He was patient. He helped author decide so many times to accomplish videos and make some interesting videos. So those honesty, decency, consistency are the qualities of him. And next, what made the lawyer stand out from the others at Gemini Studios? There was another, Subu ke baad another guy was there, the lawyer. Lawyer was from Christian background, and he was again a very prominent person, and very dedicated person, and that is why he was called a different from the crowd, because he used to his illegal activities जो उसका काम था, that has driven a different a kind of sense that he was a different person. Okay, next question we have: did the people at Gemini Studios have any particular political affiliations? No, they don't have any political affiliations, but yes, they wore khadi because they all were followers of Gandhiji and they did not like communism. Okay, next question we have: why was the moral rearmament army welcomed at the studios? The rearmament army was welcome at the studios because it was so famous. The studio was so famous, and the time when the poet from England came, so they helped each other and welcome, gave a big grand opening and made a very grand ceremony. Next question we have: name one example to show the Gemini Studios was influenced by the plays staged by MRA. The play that was done in there, the play staged by the MRA greatly influenced Madras and Tamil Nadu, okay, and drama community and the whole drama community. So what happened is, for some years, almost all Tamil plays had a scene of sunrise and sunset, but this was different play, and this play had the manner of Jonathan Valley. Jonathan Valley के बारे में इसमें समझाया गया था. So that was it. Next we have who was the boss of Gemini Studio? Mr. S.S. Vasan was the boss at Gemini Studio. Next, what caused the lack of communication between the Englishmen at the and the people at Gemini Studio? Because he was talking, he gave a speech in English language, and they were not familiar with the language. Why is Englishman's visit referred to as unexplained mystery? Because people were not actually certain that what was here. Was he author? Was he poet? Was he actor? So that's why it was unexplained mystery. Next we have, and the last few questions: who was the English visitor to the studio? The English visitor that came to studio from London was Stephen Spender. Okay, and how did the author discover who the English visitor to the studio was? Now the author, before spending some money, he thought of visiting the library and reading about his poem and he was doing some research, and he came to know that the poem that was done in Gemini Studio, and the similar poem was written by him, Stephen Spender, and that is why finally his mystery was revealed, and he came to know, and this was known to people, that he was Stephen Spender, the poet. What does the god that failed refer to? The god that failed referred to is a book that was written by the 6 prominent writers and poets. This particular book shows that particular reaction on the communism and their delusioned returns. So the name are there given in the book, so you can read them. So these were the question answers. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, you want me to do any deep detailed discussion about any particular thing, I will do it. Do share the video to your friends and colleagues. Let them score good marks in English subject, and do let me know and share and comment.